Okay folks, it's a very bright and sunny day today for a change. So hopefully it's a bit warm in this place at the moment. I've got the fan going in the lounge room. Hopefully it'll all cool down nicely. Feels nice and cool anyway. I think the fan's made a difference, even though it's not actually here in this room. You can't hear it blowing right up close. Going to make this into something interesting. This is a bit out of date, what I'm photocopying. Today is actually Valentine's Day. I did a couple of Valentine themed pieces earlier this weekend. Well, it's Monday today, but I don't have any Valentine stuff to use. Well, actually I did find there is a love heart. I just remembered, I forgot all about that. I don't know if I'm going to use it. We'll soon find out. Let's see anyway what we've got now. We've got here Merry Christmas. So someone made this Christmas card for somebody. I won't show the inside of it because it's personal, but it's a really pretty glittery piece of Christmas cheer. I'm going to make it into some kind of movement piece. I'm going to move it around, slip and slide it. There is one thing Christmassy that's coming up in the next few months, in July. It's Christmas in July. And I'm hoping that my partner and I will be able to celebrate Christmas in July. That hopefully I'll be able to find where Luigi is. His name's Luigi, and I'm really missing him gravely. I don't know, maybe not quite gravely, but it is very painful being away from him. It feels like a form of death, being away from him. So maybe you could say it could be grave. Could be grave. I don't know. That looks interesting, that little bit there. Going to make a better one though. But I really miss him, and I'm trying to get in touch. I'm trying to get this material that I'm creating here onto the 6 o'clock news on the, just on the regular TV channels. It really proven to be very difficult trying to get this stuff, make it of interest to the TV people. It's very challenging, to say the least, folks. Now that looks really quite interesting. Not quite what I'm after, although that looks interesting there. But I really miss this person, and I'm trying my hardest to get my stuff to go up, and it's really hard. It really is. It really is a most difficult thing to try and... It's like a form of marketing, what I'm doing here. It's like I'm marketing my stuff and myself as something that the TV channels will want. Because most of the time they are into negative type news that I call newsy, like death, disease, disaster, destruction, death. I said death. Fuck me. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think we could utilise that. But basically, the news channels just don't like to put new stuff up. They just put all this dreadful stuff. And also, there's other ones like murder and suicide and shark attack, house fire, car crash. All that typical stuff, that really, really... to me is really in bad taste. Like, it really is. I'm going to just put it on that. But basically, it just gets a bit boring what they put up, but they do it for a reason. I think they do it because they're too scared to try something different, too scared that they're going to lose their audience, perhaps, to this new stuff that I'm trying to plug. And it really is difficult to try and compete with all this established shit. And it does mess with my head a lot. I get really discouraged and disgruntled. I watch the news and I hurl abuse at the television. And I say, do you really want to know this? Do you really, 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 really want to know this? Stuff like that. And I normally say that to things like house fires. Like, who cares about that house that caught fire? Who cares about this? Who cares about... You know what I mean, folks? And it does. It gets really, really discouraging when you see that shit and you put fucking your life into this and nothing happens. They're not willing to see talent. They're not wanting a love... It's a love story in the making. If the news channels would simply use my stuff. It's a love story. Can't they see that? Can't they see past their stupid, established, stiff and stuffy ways? But they can't. They just want to play the same old fucktardery that they've always fucking played. And they don't care any other way. They don't give a shit. They're fucktards. No, sorry. I mean, seriously, they just care about money. And they don't seem to think... But in the process, they're going to lose a bit of money because they're not... With this material that I'm presenting, they could be indeed sitting on a fucking gold mine and not know it. They'll just think it was a pile of tailings and that's it. But it's not. It's gold. It's silver. It's platinum. If they would just take it, if they would just see that this stuff could actually be an asset. But they got to try. They can't just leave it sit there on the shelf, gathering dust. They got to fucking put it up there to show, I don't know, fuck me dead. I'll never get in touch with this person if I have to deal with this shit that these TV channels don't want to help. They're fucking idiots, honestly. And I want to celebrate this Christmas in July with Luigi. I've been looking for Luigi now for a decade and a half. I've been in love with him for more than a decade and a half, and I've tried to find him sometimes through conventional means, and it's been a failure. So I need this drastic measure to come through for me to try and get in touch. I really miss him. My heart's breaking. Anyway, let's see how this comes together. Yeah, that looks really quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.